Like, what's the benefit of the community?
Oh, they support each other so much, and they're like deep friendships that evolved. And the delivery of what we deliver in the community is almost 80% community led. So we have community member calls, implementation calls, coffee. They're all organized by community members. I have my coaching calls, but the calendar is full, and it's the community. They're creating their own calls. They're so close. Like, there was one community member, she was gone for 5 days and she was missed. And it's like, hey, I'm back. And like, oh, I was wondering where you were. Like, they are so close. And it's so nice for me as well, because I get to meet them more on a personal level. I get to understand context to their lives, and then it helps also with creating new content and supporting them.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing.
Yeah. So your job isn't to be the guru and guide everybody, you know, step by step through everything. You host the party, you start the conversations, and then the community does a lot of the work.
Yeah, a lot, because a lot of it is implementation. So they have the course, we also have calls with manufacturers, so they come in and help. But then often it's just implementing and getting the things done. And I think the reason we have a higher success rate than other is because there's so much focus on implementation and co-working sessions and working together on it.
Doing it together. Yeah.
It's powerful. Accountability makes a big difference.
Yeah, because the old system would be, I would sit down with my laptop, I would open it up, and it would be Laura talking to me for 20 minutes in a module, and then I would be by myself, totally isolated, and I would go and I would do my work, and then if I was really stuck, I would like try to send you an email, and you have thousands of people sending you an email, so you don't have the ability to get back to me, or I need to pay some sort of crazy high-ticket coaching to get access to you. Yeah. Whereas if I get stuck, I can just turn to Sally and Sarah and Bobby and Jimmy and all these other people who are on the same journey with me inside the community, and we can go and do it together. Yeah. So powerful. And it's a lot more human.
So, yes. And in the communities also, you have at some point like these really high achievers, the
star pupils.
Yeah, the star pupils. Yes. And they already are ahead 10 steps than those that are beginning, and they can really help. And sometimes I find they can help them better than I can.
Right.
Because they're so much closer to their experience. So they're like, yeah, I just got my first sample. This is what I looked at. And sometimes I noticed that because I already had hundreds of samples, maybe I'm not aware of how it feels.
You know too much.
Yeah,
sometimes. You're too much of an expert. Like the more successful you become, the more disconnected you are from that beginner.
Yeah.
And you forget how stressful it is and how scared you are to do a really simple task that now you as a pro, you're just like bam, 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 bam. So it's the fact that you have multiple people at multiple stages of the journey, chef's kiss.
It helps so much. And I'm so happy that that is now possible and so easy with school and not as distracting. Facebook was very distracting. All the memes and celebrity, like I got hooked reading comments. I'm like, oh, what am I doing now? I'm like, 30 minutes have passed and I was not really working. I was just like reading some random stuff that I didn't even care about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw something in the school community the other day, and they said something like, social media is like standing in the middle of Times Square. And it's just so many things trying to get your attention. You see all the billboards and people are coming up to you, and you're over here trying to do your homework. You know what I mean? You're here trying to like do the stuff that you're in the school for. You're trying to build your stationery business or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they said school is like a walled garden where it's quiet, it's controlled, and the only way to get in is through the gate.
Yeah.
And so only the right types of people can come inside the garden, and it's all people who are on the same journey with you.
Yeah.
And that is how I even feel when I use the two platforms, you know, when I use school versus a social media. It's like I'm inside a community and I'm like almost have like a warm, fuzzy feeling. I'm like, yeah, here I am inside my podcast community or inside my painting community or whatever it is. I'm with my people, I'm focused, there's no ads, there's no news media trying to be like, you know, put in front of me. It's just quiet. Better place to work.
Oh, it's so good. Especially, like, I get so easily distracted anyway. Like, and I love that. And I love going into other communities with, like-minded people in there.
Yeah.
You communicate with them, but you stay on your mission. Like, you're not suddenly talking about Selena Gomez, right? So it's good. I like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, Nav, who's a big part of the school community, she said every single community is like its own mini planet. Mm-hmm. And you go there and you just experience different things, different people, different culture, different vibes, different energies, different content. And I think that's really true.